Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 1st, B-Day. I'm Sabrina Rayfeld.
And I'm Nick Corderoni. And this is Kennedy Live.
Now for some school announcements.
On Saturday, March 11th from 12 to 6 p.m., Student Council will be having a March Madness tournament. Sign-ups are happening now. Anyone who is interested about putting a team together, please email studentgov@kennedycatholic.org. For those who believe they will be conflicted with the SAT exam happening that morning, please email Student Council to inform them so they can move your game back to a more later time.
Gale Winds has a meeting during homeroom on Thursday.
Sunday, March 12th is quickly approaching, so don't forget to sign up to march in the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Route 6 in Mahopac. Flyers are being handed out in each homeroom all week, or stop by the main office to pick one up. If you or your family members want to order a commemorative shirt, have your order in by end of the day this Friday to Mr. Bruder's attention, so you get your shirt in time to wear with pride at the parade. Be sure to come out and march on March 12th to show off some Kennedy pride so we can celebrate with a day off on St. Patrick's Day.
And now for an interview with Mirage.
Good morning, Kennedy Catholic. I'm here with the robotics team. So what's your guys' name? I know there's two different teams.
The Kennedy Gales,
The Kennedy Gales.
plain old.
And what's the other team's name?
The Xeno Gales.
Xeno Gale. What's the difference between your teams?
Well, there's two different leagues. We're with the Vex League, and the other team is with the First League. First has a bit more flexibility with the parts they can use, but the Vex team is better.
Better. Okay. So what do you guys do in the Vex League?
We use parts made by the Vex League to build robots to complete whatever tasks are involved in whatever game they decide for this year. So for this year, what we're doing is on each side, there's two sides of the field, and on each side there's pillows and stars, and you can flip them over using whatever you can build with the pieces. So what we're doing is we have like a lever, like an arm that just kind of flips them over. Other people would have like a claw that would grab them.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. So what do you guys do? How many robots have you guys built together?
Altogether, we built a lot of robots. We've had many iterations of robots. We've built them, failed designs. We've built them and destroyed them and built them again. So it's been a process.
All right. So what are you guys doing for the rest of the season? You guys have any more tournaments?
This Saturday, we actually have a regional tournament that we're going to. The other team is done for this year, but we're hoping to keep going into hopefully Worlds.
All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you. And back over to the anchors.
Spring sport permission forms should be filled out by your parent and sent in now. Also, please check to make sure the nurse has your up-to-date physical. You can't participate in high school sports unless we have a current physical.
The Kennedy Catholic Players present The Boyfriend this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. The ticket order form is due today. Tickets at the door will be sold for $20. There will also be an art show in the Commons. Come out and support the art program at Kennedy.
And now over to this day in history.
Hi, I'm William Casper, and this is This Day in History. In 1692, the Salem witch hunt begins in Salem, Massachusetts. In 1781, the Articles of Confederation are finally ratified. In 1872, President Grant signs a bill creating the nation's first national park at Yellowstone. In 1932, Charles Lindbergh Jr., the 20-month-old son of aviation hero Charles Lindbergh, is kidnapped. And in 1969, New York Yankees center fielder Mickey Mantle announces his retirement from baseball. That's all from This Day in History. Now back over to the anchors.
In world and local news, spring has sprung early, potentially record early in much of the United States. Flowers are blooming earlier than usual from almost coast to coast. Blackbirds and woodpeckers are early birds this year. Scientists say cities breaking out into an early spring include Nashville, St. Louis, Washington, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Columbus, and on the other hand, Phoenix and Los Angeles are running a bit behind. Experts say 2017 will be the earliest transition into spring for much of the country since data has been recorded, which dates back to 1900.
YouTube is the latest company to offer a version of cable that looks and feels more like Netflix. Dish, Sony, and AT&T already have internet cable alternatives, and Hulu has one coming soon. YouTube is hoping its expertise in recommendations and search makes it stand out. The new service will cost $35 a month for access to about 40 channels. They plan to launch within the next few months, but it will be limited, at first to a few cities where YouTube has deals with broadcasters.
An outbreak of severe weather occurred overnight in the Midwest. 2 people lost their lives after tornadoes struck Perryville, Missouri, and 1 person died after a tree was uprooted in Ottawa, Illinois. The storms also produced plenty of hail, even shutting down a stretch of US 60 near LaSalle, Illinois. Buildings in LaSalle also suffered damage from a likely tornado, including a nursing home. Residents experienced some bumps and bruises, but caregivers say no major injuries or fatalities occurred.
And now over to sports with Josh.
Good morning, Kennedy Catholic Sports Nation. I'm Josh Baker with your sports. In girls basketball, they lost a tough game to St. Joseph's by the Sea. Congratulations to them on a great season. In the NBA, the Wizards beat the Warriors 112-108. KD was hurt in last night's game and could be out a few months. John Wall had 12 points and 19 assists. And the Thunder beat the Jazz 109-106 behind Russell Westbrook's 30th triple-double, 43 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. It was an overtime game. It was a really good game. In the MLB, the Yankees beat the Red Sox 5-4 and the Tigers 9-5. The Mets beat the Marlins 3-1. In NCAA basketball, number 9 Kentucky beat Vanderbilt 73-67. Malik Monk had 27 points. And number 17 Duke over 15 FSU 75-70. Fred Jackson had 22 points. Well, that's all for sports. Now back to the anchors.
Well, I'm Sabrina Rayfeld.
And I'm Nick Corderoni.
And this has been Kennedy Live.
Have a great day.